BJ from CMON Games Gumbo. I've got my guest here, Jambalaya Plays Games. Hey, Jambalaya.
Ooh, we got a lot to talk about.
Cthulhu Death May Die might be one of the games that has been just hitting social media everywhere, but you played it.
Yeah, it hasn't been off my table for a week. Hasn't been off my table for a full week. This game right here is quite special. I'll tell you why. So Cthulhu Death May Die, I'll just give you a preface. I am not a fan of Cthulhu games. I don't like them. I like the theme as far as like the books, Necronomicon, all that kind of stuff like that. But whenever I play the games, I get somewhat excited about them, and then I don't like them. Arkham Horror, didn't like it. What was that? Elder Sign, bored.
Oh, I love Elder Sign.
The LCG game, I bought it 3 times, sold it 3 times. I think last time I just gave it away. Like I just quit. I was like, I quit. So this game is definitely a departure. And what is it? Basically, you are trying to defeat these gods. I have like Cthulhu right here. I have Haster right here, which is in the base box. Then I also have one of the guys from the Unspeakable box right here. This kind of weird, nasty looking dude. And you're basically going through these little scenarios, 1 through 6. Each scenario is going to have a different way of defeating it. Now, the cool part is of course, you're disrupting the ritual so you can fight these beasts like in the world. But the cool part is that they physically come on the table, okay? Like they physically come on the table and you have to fight them. And they affect the board in so many ways before they even get there. And then they really ramp it up when they get on there. So you're really trying to like knock them out one level card by level card and eventually beat them. Now, this is basically a rolling dice chucking type game, but it has some interesting mechanisms to it. So for one, you're going to be rolling these die and they're going to have different combinations of things on there, but you can also get re-rolls by using your, I can't remember what it's called. It's not sanity. But,
no.
Yeah, but there's sanity
no.
is, yeah.
Sanity's at the top. That's the one that
stress,
gives you
stress.
Yeah, you can
so
stress
your
character.
Stress, right? You re-roll with your stress. And stress is like your re-roll thing, and then you have your health. You can't die before the beast gets on the table. So you got all this stuff that you can do. You're moving around, and all these guys have different abilities. They have a specialized ability, and there's like 6 other different types of things like swiftness, marksman, all this other stuff. But then each one of them has their own specific cool little thing they do. And to give you an idea of what some of these characters do, like this is Rasputin. He actually can die. He can actually die once. And when he dies once, he comes back to life. He can start, like fight over again. Or there's like a kid. This is the kid, and she has fire, which is kind of cool. I like that.
Nice.
And she likes to be like by portals instead of like being away from portals. And she damages everybody by the portal. So, and they have like cool little backstories on here. They actually really put their foot into this one, man. They really like cared about those little details. But the actual gameplay, this is not, this is just a dice chucker, but each scenario is not necessarily like we're just dice chucking, you win, you lose. It's going to come down to rolls. It definitely is. But you're going to have different things you need to do in different missions that don't just require attack.
Right.
So some of these things are going to require a lot of communication and handing things off. And at first, you may not want to do that because you're figuring like, this is just a dice chucker, just run around, whatever. But you actually may have to do like pass the flag, like to fulfill certain things to get to the other side. And you may have to sacrifice someone and say, hey, like you guys go, just like a movie, like you got to run to the other side, man. Just go, man. Just go. And I'll take out as many people as possible. And that's the cool part of this game. Now, meanwhile, there's this cool mechanism where how you level up. So you're going to lose sanity. This is, a Cthulhu game. And sure. The sanity when you roll Elder Signs is pretty cool. But as you lose your sanity, you hit these level caps and you start to level up on these abilities that I have. Now, the cool part about that is that like it's a risk. You want to get to these better abilities, but you also can't go insane. And that's the way the game ultimately ends. If you die before Cthulhu or the beast gets on the board, you lose automatically, which is tough as it is.
The beauty of this game is that big cinematic finish where all of your characters are really leveling up. You become super powerful, but then the monster's on the board.
Oh my gosh. And it's tense because once the boss gets on the board, you have multiple ways he can trigger. And then you may or may not have broke the ritual yet. So you got that, you know, and you may have one person about to finish it off. Meanwhile, you know, all his portal things have triggered, you know, like all just like, you're like, oh my God, this is insane. But it's a huge ramp up with a big payoff. And each scenario maybe takes like maybe an hour and a half max. That's the cool part about it. It's not an AP driven game. It's still got that simple, you know, simple mechanics to it, simple choices, but you do have to make cooperative choices. And those aren't that hard. It's just, oh my God, like you have to run. I can't run that far, or I can shoot them from 1 square away, or now 2 squares away because I've gone insane enough to level up that far, you know. Or
I played Morgan we only played it once at BGG Con, although actually Dave and Carlos played it a bunch of times, but I only played it once. We played we played against Cthulhu, and I played. Do you have Morgan handy?
Yeah, I was just about to grab her.
So Morgan is the Indiana Jones looking guy.
Oh yeah. The guy who can like run to people's defense.
Super protection, right?
Yeah,
super tank.
Protection. Yeah.
By the end of the game, the cultists couldn't even touch me. I'm literally walking around. The cultists are bouncing off of me and exploding into flames. It was just,
dude.
Jambalaya, you gotta say it. I don't really play those kind of games. It's my favorite. You know me. I love Euros. I love family weight games. I love gateway games. But this game hits on all cylinders.
Dude, do you understand? I have an unspeakable box. Do you realize how many freaking characters are in this game? This is so
like, this is awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, this is dude. I actually went back. I got this. I did not back it. I got it off of Borlandia, which I swear I should just sponsor them because they're awesome.
You should.
And yeah, Borlandia is just awesome. They're just great. They're from Wisconsin. And I got this and I immediately went back. I played about 3 times that weekend. I immediately went back and ordered the season 2, like right away. I was just like, I want all of this. Minis are high quality.
So you have even more content coming.
So I got even more content coming. This is just that type of game. Like, it's a type of game that I'm going to keep around, and we'll see what happens, because this is awesome. That game's awesome.
And that is Cthulhu, Death May Die, CMON Games, designed by Rob Davio and Eric Lang. And I'm telling you, this, no offense, this blows Zombicide out the water. I don't have any reason to play Zombicide anymore. When people discover this game, they're going to see how much fun it is. And Jumbo, like you said, quick playing. It took us about a half hour or so with the rules teach, and then maybe an hour and a half all total to play the first scenario.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It was breezy, man.
When you read the rule book, you're like, oh, this is pretty simple. Like,
it's pretty simple.
Yeah. And even like the ambiguous rules, it just falls in the same line of Arkham rules. Like, whatever's worst, just do that. Like, that's it. Like, let's keep moving. Like, the worst thing. Well, that sucks. Yeah, that's how it works.
The only tricky thing we had was fire, trying to figure out whether fire stays on you or not. There's a couple of little quirky things, but they don't really affect gameplay. The gameplay really is about the big boss, right? Getting ready for it.
Whatever choice you make actually could make sense either way too. Like, I realized that. Like, I actually played the fire thing wrong too, and I realized, like, actually it doesn't really matter. Like, you just roll for the fire, stay or go. Like, whatever, it doesn't matter, man. It's just fun. It's just fun.
And that's Cthulhu, Death May Die, out from CMON right now. BJ,
come on.
Gumbo. Yep. Come on. That's right. Come on.
Come on.